A great sea wind is coming.
The earth you're standing on is yours, my child. Do not be afraid to take your stand.
And now he's just a mere man who plows the earth.
I am a blind old woman. How do you expect that I stop a lion? As a true king.
She will save our people.
We can organize a small military incursion.
I am Igbinogun.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Damilare, and if you're visiting for the very first time, you're welcome. Here I do everything: movie reviews, movie conversations, and TV shows. So guys, today I am going to be talking about a new movie on Netflix, The Rise of Igbinogun. It came out some days ago and I thought to check it out and let you guys know what to expect in this film, why you should watch it or why you should skip it, and generally my review of the entire movie in itself. So if you're visiting, please do not forget to click on that subscribe button so you become a part of this family. And to my regulars, you guys know I would do it already, so let us jump right into the video. So The Rise of Igbinogun is an indigenous movie. It represents or showcases the Benin Kingdom tribe, culture, the people, and it tells the story of Igbinogun. Igbinogun is a young lady who has taken it upon herself to become a Robin Hood. So she takes money from the rich and the affluential and gives it back to the poor. She believes that all this money that the rich people take from the poor people should be given back to them, and she takes it upon herself to start a team of robbers who steal from the rich. She was born by a famous warrior in his land who, due to circumstances, had to leave the land and go into hiding, sort of. After constantly stealing from this village, it causes an uproar in the village, and the chiefs and prince decide to make sure that they catch these robbers. So let us go into the performances and the cast of this film. For cast, we had Shaffy Bello. She played the queen of the kingdom. We had Blossom Chukwujekwu, he played the prince. We had Akin as the king. Damilare Kuku played Igbinogun. We had Akin, who played Ogbo, that's Igbinogun's father. We had Tinamba, she played Ene, Igbinogun's grandmother. We had Femi Branch, who played a chief, and many other people. This story was written and directed by Ide Chukuma Innocent. Personally, I think casting it worked in some places and it didn't work in some places. For instance, the king, I didn't think Akin was the right fit for king. He did not have the poise, the charisma to embody that role, and I also feel like his dialogue fell flat most of the times. For Igbinogun, I think the character was fit for the role, but I felt like she was overacting at some point. It felt like she was trying to do so well that she started doing too much. Tinamba was perfect for Ene. I loved her. Shaffy Bello, I didn't understand why Shaffy Bello was in this film. Her accent came in unnecessarily. I'm wondering, is this supposed to be a timepiece, a village film, or is she like a colonizer's wife or something? Because she had an accent, she was speaking so, she had the poise of a queen, but it was giving foreign queen that they just married into Nigeria or into the Benin Kingdom. You get me? Ogbo was good for his role. Every other person was good. I think one person I actually enjoyed was Femi Branch, even though I feel like they should have casted an Igbo man or a Benin man for that role. But Femi Branch actually, he did pretty well. So let us go into the things I liked about this film. I liked the story, funnily. The story of Igbinogun, it follows a very simple pattern. It's very easy to understand from the beginning, or from when we understand what Igbinogun does. It be kind of relates to it. We understand it, right? It's basically just Robin Hood, but a village setting in Nigeria, basically. The use of language in this film, it was giving me the vibes of the griot, right? If you guys watch the griot, I'm sure you can relate to what I say when, like, it was giving that vibes, the very fluent English, but I also felt like in this movie it was a little exaggerated as well. I was hearing chores, I was hearing military incursion, I was hearing covert mission, and I'm like, are we sure we are still in this village? Because the terms they used a lot of times in this film did not fit into the context of this film. Another thing I would say I liked would be the color grading. It had this very calm ambience to it. It didn't look ancient, but it was calm and surreal, and I liked that about it. I liked the progression of the story as well. We got a little bit of flashback when needed. We understood the story. There was story within story. Yeah, it was pretty good. The progression of the story was good. But those would be the things I liked about it. The story, a little bit of the cast, the color grading, and then, the plot progression. Now to the things I didn't like about this film. Number one would be the fact that I did not see the cultural display in this film. Now, from language to costume to literally everything, nothing in that place screamed Benin Kingdom. Right, apart from the names, it's only the names. Oh yeah, I liked the names as well. It is only the names that made me know, okay, this is a Benin movie, because I was hearing Osa, what's the name, Osawehe or something. I was hearing Ogbo, I was hearing Igbinogun, I was hearing, these are names that are particular to Benin people. So that was the only thing that identified the movie as a Benin movie. The costume was very, very flat. It didn't appeal to me in any way, especially the akpoche that they were giving the king and his son to wear. I was very confused by that. Also, back to language, because at no point did I hear anybody speak something in Benin. It was that bad. I'm like, this movie is supposed to be an indigenous film, even if it's just one singular word. For instance, maybe when somebody is angry and then you want to exclaim and say something, just dishing that word, dishing the language a little bit. The casting didn't entirely work as well. Like I mentioned, I didn't like the fact that they casted Akin as the king. He had the Yoruba undertone, and for somebody that is a native Yoruba speaker, I could sense it at every point he was speaking. Considering it's a Benin kingdom, I don't think that he was the right person for that role. Also, Shaffy Bello, she had an accent, and I didn't understand why a queen of a Benin kingdom would have an accent. Another thing would be the fact that this entire kingdom or the village did not have a name. At no point did they give this place a name. It was very bothersome. I'm like, why am I watching a movie and I cannot say, oh, this is the place they are talking about? Another thing would be the makeup. The characters didn't look aged as much as they should. Apart from Ogbo, every other person did not age in this film. They looked the same way they did. I'm guessing Igbinogun is probably like 20 or so. Our grandmother looked the same way she did 20 years ago. Same as the king, same as the queen. Everybody looked the same way they did 20 years ago. Let's just imagine that Igbinogun is 20. I should have mentioned this earlier. Another thing I liked was the soundtrack. Actually, I liked the soundtrack. It kind of sets the mood and it reflects, that there is a cultural background to the story. So just add that to the things I liked. Another thing that didn't work really well was the subtitles. At many points, I noticed that the subtitles were incorrect. Maybe not many, but at least I noticed like 3 or 4 times. They were going to say it's okay, and they kept writing it's okay. That was very, very obvious. And it's not once, it's not twice that it happened. It's like the person did not get to read the script or something. I don't know. I also did not like how the story turned out at the end. Even though I liked the progression, it felt very, very flat, and it felt like the people did not have a say in their kingdom. Igbinogun, as much as she is supposed to be a member of that village or that community, and her parents and her family had been, out of this place for a while. So this person comes, they kill your king, the prince dies because of her, and then the next thing the priestess is saying is that she has to come and take her place. So there is no punishment whatsoever for her father that killed the king of your land. Nobody's going to say, and they're not going to let peace reign. Is that what you're telling me? It felt very, even if the gods, right, we are human beings, even if the gods say, okay, this person is the rightful heir or something, there is no way you're telling me that people are just going to take that and let it be or whatnot. Any other errors here and there, but generally I think these are the things that I'm going to be pointing out. The story, the costume and makeup, the color grading of the film, the setting, it was very villagey. it made sense. The plot progression, the casting, acting. Did I mention acting? Acting, I would say the people that I really, really enjoyed their acting in this film will be Damilare Kuku, that played Igbinogun, even though I felt like it was a little exaggerated at some point. Femi Branch, Tinamba, Enanwigwe. Blossom, it didn't really get to do much, but I think it was alright eventually. But Akin Lewis and Shaffy Bello, nah, I didn't enjoy them in this film. And I think that's pretty much all I'm going to say on this movie. The Rise of Igbinogun, I would rate it a 4/10. 4 because they had a good story, but they didn't just execute it very well. Should you watch it? To be honest, it's actually not a bad watch. You probably feel relaxed watching it. There are no high tensions anywhere. I think that's also a bad thing, actually. The fact that, I didn't feel bad at any point of the movie, or I didn't have any emotions rushing through me. I didn't feel connected to the film. I think that's the word I'm looking for. I wasn't really connected. I wasn't rooting for anybody. I was just there like, okay, next scene. So yeah, it's just that kind of movie you just watch and pass time. There's really nothing exciting or that is, intriguing about it. It's just there, really. So yes, a 4/10. If you've seen The Rise of Igbinogun, let me know in the comment section. Would you be recommending it to other people, or do you think my review and my rating is right? So please let me know all of that in the comment section. Bye guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video.